suck. Good day, everyone. My name is Deborah Spears Moorehead. I'm the artist here today. I'm Wampanoag, and I'm going to have you meet my sisters, who we call Nedekers, which means my sisters, and my brother, cousin Doug. So starting with Jack.
I'm Jacqueline Potok Moorehead. I'm Jasmine Sunflower Moorehead.
Kumamba Shinima Natasuis Monkanamakashusqua. Good afternoon or good morning. My name is Pam Ellis. My native name is Woman Who Does Good Things for the People.
Quay, hello. Watasuis Katusipu. My name is Talking Water, Deborah Spears Moorehead.
Also, I'm Nipmuc.
Good morning. My name is Gentle Rain, Nanawasui Sopanan, Tikon Pompanoa.
Good morning. My name is Singing Dove. It's a pleasure to be here. My non-native name is Oja.
Good morning. My name is Douglas Roland Grass Lincoln. I'm the war chief of the Seekonk Wampanoag Indian tribe.
So, today we're here to do the unveiling. We're going to do a few ceremonies. What we would like to do is bless this land that is going to be an indigenous park. We're very happy about that. So that's that land right there. We're going to get this smudge going. Doug's going to say a prayer, and then the women are going to do a four-direction ceremony. And we've been known to do this at national parks when they open. The moccasinash walk these paths, keeping the dreams for 7 generations. Way ah, hey ah, way ah, hey ah, way ah, hey ah, hey ah, hey ah, way ah, way hey my dreams for 7 generations. This one is in representation of the 1600s and East, which is tobacco, the medicine.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So I researched the native name for Providence River before European contact, and it was Nasqueatucket. So it pretty much means water that flows down into the Great Sea water, Great Salt Pond. So this pot represents Waywasset Street. In the 1600s, that was the place where they did trade. So the native people would meet at that crossing where they put a bridge at the end of Waywasset, and this was the North Trail going to Canada, Wampanoag Trail going to the east, Narragansett Pequot going that way. And some of the lessons on this is, you know, the best water comes from the spring water. The Creator pretty much put all the minerals in it that our body needs, so we can't recreate what Creator makes. So what we really need to do is keep it protected. So, and the spring site is down at Roger Williams Park. It's covered over. I think they opened it up, but it really needs cleaning. So, you know, advocate for that. And then there's like little sayings of what was happening in that time. Okay, so Roger Williams befriended my ancestor, Massasoit. Well, he wasn't getting, you know, he was thinking that the Massachusetts Bay Colony were not treating the natives, my Wampanoag natives, respectfully. So he asked them to do that in like the church settings, and then he was thrown out of. But so Massasoit took him and said, you know, you can stay in Seekonk with the Seekonk Wampanoags. And then they found out that he was there, and they told him he had to go back to England. So that's when Canonicus came over, Massasoit's half brother, and he said, come live here in Providence. So, you know, Roger Williams was here in Providence, and there was a lot of fur trade, and, you know, that pretty much, there was, like, the beaver population was depleted from the fur trade because they were taking wampum fur and trading them all, but the beaver pelts, they traded for wampum, and then they sent them to England. They came back, and so they depleted the beaver here, and that increases the stream's flow in the sedimentation on the bottom. So we need beaver back. Lori painted this beautiful Wee-Too. Where is she? She's over there. But she did a beautiful job on this Wee-Too. You know, little things like trees help us to breathe. They bring down the CO2 levels. We need trillions of trees to help the Earth's atmosphere. So, like, you know, the Amazon is the lungs of the Earth, but we need to make Providence one of the lungs, you know. And so, I don't know. I think that's. I'm just talking about how many animals there were here, and you know, how much food sources there were, and there was such a plenty.
Yo,
this one, I found the 1700s to be very significant to why we should keep this land besides the 1600s. These are all the people that lived around here, and they're famous people that, you know, I really wouldn't want a hotel where this person was, you know, where this house was, used to be. I want to be able to stand there and feel the, you know, spirit of that person that lived there years ago. So Dexter Lane, Gregory Dexter, Matthew Walters, Thomas Painter, Edward Martin, John Green, Benedict Arnold. Look right over here. All right? All right. Francis Wicks, William Arnold, Thomas James, John Green, John Smith, Widow Weave, Joshua Barron, Roger Williams, live right over here. John Throckmorton, William Harris, Alice Daniels, John Sweet, William Carpenter, Robert Cole, Thomas Olney, Thomas Angel, Francis Weston, Richard Waterman, Ezekiel Holyman. So you see where the names of the streets are coming from. Stuckley, Westcott, William Reynolds, Daniel Abbott, Chad Brown, John Warner, George Rickett, Richard Smart, Scott, William Field, John Field, Joshua, Thomas Harris, Adam Goodwin, William Burroughs, William Mann, William Wickenden, Nicholas Power, Widow Joan Tiller, Widow Jane Sears, Thomas Hopkins, Edward Hart, Matthew Weston, John Lippett, Hugh Bewitt, Robert West, William Hawkins, Christopher something, Anthony. Historical people that lived right on this land, why would we cover it? Right? And Doug painted this really nice, show him your, he painted these two ships. And in those times, there was Potting Tilling Has, who built a wharf that would become the basis for the Triangle West Indies African slave trade for rum, molasses, and sugar cane. So they lived right over there. And you see that there's a dedication for the African slaves where they were auctioned off over right there. The native people were auctioned off up there after King Philip's War, because in 1675, 1676 over here there was King Philip's War, and all of Providence was burned down. But it, you know, you can tell that it recovered. This represents, you know, the 1775 when, you know, Revolutionary War. It's Brent asked me, you know, where were the Indians at that time? We're out whaling. That's the only way that we survived in the late 1700s and the 1800s. The men were whaling, and there were a lot of indentured servitude and things like that. So this is when it's starting to have a lot of trade. Many ships are coming in through Providence. There was a Mathewson farm, which was Westminster Way, Borset, and Clement Street. So that used to be a farm over there, and it's recovered. And I think they sold it. I forgot who they sold it to. Okay, so Abbott Park was 1746. It's the oldest park in Providence. Muddy Dock Creek flowed south into Providence River. I think it was Muddy Dock Creek, I think, was right over there. The sewage was directly dumped into the local rivers in the 1700s. They thought the waste would render to be harmless from the dilution of it, but not so good. Brown University was founded. Colonial structure has new relationship with land and water. It's used as commerce to make profit in industry. A migration of Italians, Cape Verdeans, Irish, Portuguese in the custom house in 1792. Perspective of the land was communal. So, and we're so connected to the land that it's what makes our traditions, because our creation stories comes from the lay of the land. So then when the seasons change, our harvest, it all comes out of that. So that's how we make our culture, and that's how we make our traditions, because we do the same things every year, and that's what makes our culture, and that's what makes us feel safe. So that's how we thought of the land. But when Europeans came, they thought of it in a total different way, and that's the difference between what's happening to the land. We're the stewards of the land, and they're like, the new people are coming in and making profits off of the land.
Yanande hewa ka he ane no hewa ka he yanande yo we on the ka no ya he ya yanande hewa ka he ane no hewa ka he yanande yo we on the ka no ya he ya yanande hewa ka he ane no hewa ka he yanande yo we on the ka no ya he ya yanande hewa ka he ane no hewa ka he yanande yo we on the ka no ya he ya
1800s. This is when things are really starting to wake up in Providence, 1800s. So now the river's an industrial port. You have the Unitarian Church coming in. It's established as a city in 1831. The first dredging of Providence River. Cotton mills, the population 7,614. 1860, Rhode Island is the most industrialized state in the nation. Machine, tools, silverware, and costume jewelry. Rhode Island is the largest jewelry manufacturer in the country. It produces 25% of the nation's jewelry. So the sediment core samples show significant increases of metals, including zinc, copper, lead, chromium. The bay changes to soft bottom due to siltation. So here we are now. The Indians are getting along with the Europeans after King Philip's War. They're trading. Here's all the different people that are, the Irish Famine Memorial Committee is 1888. Scottish came in from Victoria, Nova Scotia, Canada, in the whole of a coal. I don't know what that means. I messed up there. Well, they're bringing coal in. Providence waterfront to textiles are put on these streets where you see there's like holes in between the buildings is because each ethnicity had their own gangway to bring their merchandise down. So some of them gangways are still here, and some of the names are Power Street, William Street, Planet, James. I don't know what that double moved down. 1847, Providence and Worcester Railroad starts. And Providence was once called the Beehive of Industry. 1800 population, 1829 the Providence Journal, 1880 population, didn't put anything
Explodes.
there. Oh, explodes, thank you, because I was like reading population, thank you for reading that. And then Rhode Island State House is 1895, built at the high point of prosperity of industrialization. So that's that one.
Beautiful.
And you have the steam boats coming in, the steam coal. And you're just starting, 1896, cars are just starting to come into the picture. In New York City, they had so many horses, they had such a problem with manure that they were so glad to have the cars. So I don't know if it was a lot of day. And these are the things that we need to know about how to protect this land that we live on, how to protect the earth. Vanna?
Oh. You made it bigger.
So this is the Providence River. I think we should drink it up. Here's the ingredients. Throughout all these years, centuries, we got garbage, we have human waste, we have pharmaceuticals, chemicals from lawns, gas, oil, air pollutants, salt from the highways, industrial waste and metals, pavement runoff, storm drain overflows, nitrogen, phosphorus, bacteria, hypoxia, and that's only skimming the top. The reason why this was so significant to me to do these murals is because when my son was like 3 years old, I was in the Providence Place Mall, and we were way on the top floor, and he was 3 years old, and he was looking down into the river, and I cried and I apologized to him. I said, I am so sorry that the river looks like this. It's our job to keep it clean for these next 7 generations. And so to present that river to my son was, I felt like as Native people, we weren't doing our jobs. And so as stewards of the earth, all of us, we're not doing our jobs. And I really think we need to clean up for the next 7 generations, the next generations to come. And so now I feel I finally got a granddaughter, my first one a month ago, and now I feel like I really need to clean up for her. So back to the oysters. Let's all eat a lot of oysters so that we can get that bay filled. Cleaned out, because the algae purifies the water. Oyster eat algae and they purify the water. In 1929, the World War Memorial was erected. The post office square was created by covering over the Providence River. In 1908, it was renamed Memorial Square. 1938, there was a hurricane surge that caused great damage. In 1962, Willie the Whale was in Providence River. 1969 to 2014, there was a helicopter port right there for Cianci and getting to New York City. Who owns this water? We don't take care of the earth, we may not be able to take care of us. Over 80 billion water bottles get thrown out each day. Everything we buy is wrapped in plastic. When thrown out, plastic eventually ends up in the water. For turtles and seabirds, plastic kills frogs, birds, and the frogs feed the birds. Each person in the water uses approximately 530 plastic bags per year. That's 700 billion people times 530 equals 3,500 billion plastic bags. What can we do? I feel like that commercial in the 70s where the Indians crying.
Yeah, right?
Clean the beach, rivers, recycle, buy only recyclable products. 2,400 million gallons flows into the Narragansett Bay from the river per day. So let's be conscious of all that water that's going into the river. Corporate profit has to stop making decisions for our land, sky, and water. The people's voices need to restore the balance and protect the earth, our home. And then in 2009, on the upside, in 2019, the EPA said that the bay has never been cleaner in 150 years. Yay. Storm drains overflow, there's too much rain. Massive tunnels are going underground. I don't know, does everybody know that there's underground tunnels now? Okay. When there's a lot of rain, these tunnels give the water a place to go to retain the overflow. The water is treated and is gradually pumped out as it is discharged. So cast a stone on the water to make a positive ripple effect. Never underestimate what each person can do.